Hello everybody. This is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. I'm going to wait just a second and see who all comes on. All right. So we have got a big party this weekend, and when I say a big party, it's 27 large centerpieces, and that's what I'm going to make for you today, and then 29 smaller centerpieces. So for us here at Flowers by the Bunch, that is a pretty darn big party. And so I thought that I would make one of the arrangements for you. Now this is just a gold liner that I just picked up from the store, and I painted it gold. It's just a bowl that I painted gold. And let me show you what we're going to drop it on. We're going to set these on the table and place this big arrangement on top of this gold stand. So when I get it made for you, I'll drop it on this stand so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. So it's pink. It's pink. It's very, very pink. Okay? It is so pink. And so I'm going to start with pink hydrangeas. Now these are called dyed hydrangeas. So hydrangeas come pink, but they don't come this pink. And so we did actually have to tone them down just a little bit with white paint because they were as pink as this bucket. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see how pink they are. They're really pink. But, so we're going to start with these pink hydrangeas. Now, this little glass, this little jar has something called Quick Dip in it. Quick Dip is something that we always dip hydrangeas in because it helps to hydrate them. It helps them to draw water quickly. So I'm going to cut these hydrangeas at an angle, and I'm going to dip them in this Quick Dip for about 7 seconds or so. And then I'm just going to put these hydrangeas directly in this oasis. When you come on, tell me hello. Tell me how you're doing today. Tell me where you're from. Today in Mississippi, it is pouring down rain. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's raining here. Lots of wind.
Miss Linda White, Diane Weeks, Tracy Welsh, I'm so sorry, Miss Tracy Wells, Miss Kathy Chase, Miss Vicki Thompson, Miss Lori Borski. They all say hello.
Hello, ladies. Goodness me.
Miss Sheila Criddle says hello, sweet Monty.
Hey, Miss Sheila.
Miss Sudine says hey on this rainy day. Miss Ann Deininger says good wet afternoon. Miss Lori Borski says hi from Texas. Miss Tracy says it's raining here all day. Yeah. Miss Paula Edwards says she's from Natchez.
Hello from Natchez.
Miss Linda White says maybe storms also. Miss Diane says, hey, Monty. Miss Tanya says, hello, raining in, I believe it's Byhalia, Mississippi.
Vidalia, Mississippi, would that be? Byhalia. With a B, right?
Yes, Byhalia, Mississippi.
I think that's right. Isn't that right, Callie?
What?
Byhalia, Mississippi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss LaDonna says hello from Brandon.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Goodness, lots of hellos. Hello. So what I'm doing here is I'm going all the way around with these hydrangeas. You can see lots of holes, but it's okay because I'm going to fill in. So you can see I'm just going all the way around with these pink hydrangeas, and they are oh so pink. If you like pink, you will like these arrangements, right, Victoria? Because they are pink. Such a pretty pink. Jason said, oh, I think I like that. And I'm like, I never even knew it. I didn't know you were a pink person, Jason. You loved these pink hydrangeas. Okay, so that is 10, I believe it's 10 pink hydrangeas. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pink hydrangeas. Now I'm going to come in with some large green hydrangeas. And oh, it is really raining now. And I am just taking these hydrangeas, I'm cutting them at an angle, and I'm dipping them in that Quick Dip, and I'm counting to 7. And then I'm tucking them right into that oasis.
Miss Mary Pointer says, watching from Michigan, we are in the middle of a snowstorm.
Oh, wow. So it's very cold, and it's really been, it's almost been too warm here in Mississippi for February. We've had 70 degrees today. And so the concern with the rain is that it will likely cause tornadoes, you know, with that cold air and that warm air meeting. So I don't know if y'all can hear that rain hitting the window behind me, but it's a little loud.
Kyle Dunbar says hello from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. What I'm doing right now is I just noticed that the stem of this hydrangea was sticking out my oasis, and so I wanted to make sure that it was in the oasis. I do have water in the bottom of this container, so it's holding water, but I just want to make sure that all these hydrangeas, because this is a lot of hydrangeas, it's 15 total hydrangeas, and I just want to make sure that those hydrangeas stay hydrated. So next I'm going to come in with pink carnations. Gosh, that rain is really crazy. It hasn't done this all day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just started really getting that crazy. So these are beautiful hot pink carnations. And so I'm going to take them and I'm going to fluff them just a little bit. And they are so pretty. This pink is so pretty. I know our Catherine would really like this pink arrangement. We had an employee, her name was Catherine, and her favorite color was pink, everything pink. Like, she loved pink clothes, she loved pink everything. And I was like, Catherine, why does anybody love that much pink? But she loved it, and so she would love these arrangements.
Miss Linda White says those flowers are breathtaking.
Oh, thank you, ma'am, thank you.
Miss Shabanya says hello from Sacramento.
Hello from California, wow. Welcome, thank you for being here.
Wyland Dunnigan, I believe that's how to pronounce it. From Grove Hill, I enjoy watching your live.
Thank you so much, thank you. It's really a lot of fun to design. I got to where when I started doing these videos, it's something I do anyway. I make flowers anyway. Why not show you how I make those? And so that's why I've just really enjoyed being able to kind of show you what I do. And I love what I do, so it makes all the difference, I think.
Abby Gonzalez says hello from West Point. Nice seeing these colorful, vibrant flowers on this dreary day.
I know, right? It's so bright, isn't it? So now I have 3 different colored roses. I have 5 stems of each color. I have a very pale pink. Let's show you those. I have a pale pink, a medium pink, and a hot pink. I'm not exactly sure the variety names, but I'm just scattering all of these pink blooms in this arrangement. And I'm actually thinking it's a little high for me. So I'm going to move that over and set it down a little lower.
Miss Diane Wheat says, loving the pink, so pretty.
Thank you, Miss Diane. Thank you so much. And so with these pink roses, I am just taking them and I'm cutting them at an angle, and I am just tucking them all the way around in this arrangement. And so you can kind of see how I've just tucked stems here and there.
Miss Julie Smith asks, what does the quick dip do?
Okay, so the quick dip, Miss Julie, is something that helps to hydrate the flowers. So a hydrangea is very water loving. It has to have lots of water so that it'll stay pretty. And so that quick dip, what it does is it just pops it and helps it to drink water faster. I don't know exactly what kind of chemicals are in it, but it helps that hydrangea hydrate quickly. And you can quick dip other flowers too. You can quick dip the stalk. You can quick dip the roses. I always wire my roses, so I don't usually have any problem with my roses staying pretty. But we always try to quick dip our hydrangeas so that they will stay hydrated.
Miss Ann Dininger says, okay, you're throwing me for a curve. Why not greenery first?
Okay, so Miss Diane, the reason I didn't put the greenery first is this arrangement does not have a lot of greenery. The picture that they showed me didn't have much greenery at all. And so you know I get heavy with greenery. If I green it out first, it's going to have lots and lots of greenery. And so the reason I chose not to green it first is because I didn't want to be too heavy on the foliage. So I came in first with all of my flowers, and then I'll show you. You'll see that it's not going to have lots and lots of greenery, and I could control the amount of greenery I put in it easier if I did that last. Sorry, I threw you for a loop, right? You know I always like to green it out first. I have a hard time not greening it out first, but this is the 11th one of these that I've made today, and so I've really gotten the hang of it. It took me a minute to do the first one because I wasn't sure about not putting my greenery in first, but it's gotten easier as I get more under my belt.
Becky Moore says it's gorgeous.
Thank you, Miss Becky. Thank you, thank you.
Kyle Dunbar says, I love watching all your videos.
Oh, thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
Gloria Cardin says you are so talented.
Oh, Miss Gloria, thank you so much. Y'all are always so sweet to me. You give me the big head.
Miss Sheila Criddle says it's looking beautiful already.
I know. It actually, so at first I thought, oh, y'all, I don't know if I like this. So these last two flowers I tucked in that stock, and you've seen me use stock a lot. So what I did was, these arrangements are really supposed to be pink, 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 all pink. But for me, it needed just a little bit of a breakup because it was so pink. It was just overly pink. And so I added a little bit of stock and a little bit of green hydrangeas tucked in. Because I felt like it kind of broke up the color a little bit, and it made it a more interesting arrangement. I felt like when I did it all pink, you almost couldn't see the other flowers. Is that how you felt, Victoria? So now what I'm going to do is, this is called Israeli Ruscus, and I am just going to tuck the greenery just throughout these flowers. I've got to make sure that I get enough foliage and greenery and filler flower down here at the base, because this arrangement is sitting up on that stand, and so I don't want it to not be pretty where the people see it, because when they sit down, the arrangement's going to be above their head. So it's important that it's pretty all the way around and down here at the base. So what I'm doing with this greenery is I am just coming on the edge of this container and tucking it in all the way around.
Miss Lee Reams McCauley says you are so talented, from Tallahassee, Florida.
Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Miss Tracy says the bucket's pink too.
The bucket is pink too. You're right. Yes, ma'am. I was going very pink today.
Miss Vicki Thompson says love pink.
Isn't it pretty? It is pretty.
And Paula Sanders Harrell asks, how much would this beauty sell for?
This arrangement with the rental of the stand is $175.
Miss Debbie Paxton says, just simply beautiful, love your bubbly spirit.
Thank you. I was going to say, this arrangement kind of looks like bubble gum, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Has all those pretty pinks. Okay, so all I'm doing is just going around and tucking that foliage in. If I can get my stem to go into the oasis.
Miss Paula Sanders says it's a bargain.
Thank you. So we are actually renting the containers, so they're not purchasing the big containers, which always makes it nice that they don't have to spend that extra money on purchasing those containers, and we get to use them again. So this is just that myrtle that I've used before, and I'm just taking it and breaking it into small pieces and tucking it in. And it smells so good. I love the smell of myrtle.
pretty with that greenery in there.
Isn't it pretty? That greenery does make it, but I get heavy with greenery. You know, I can get carried away
I
with
will
greenery.
too.
Yeah, and you learned that from me because I can get so heavy with some greenery. Okay, so the last thing, and the thing that for me personally makes this arrangement, is this cassia. So this is kind of a soft pink cassia. And I didn't know how I liked it with the hot pinks, but this, and it's hard to see in this video, but it's just a really soft pink cassia. Well, it gives it just a little bit of a feathery look. So it just kind of fills in and it adds that softness to these very pink hydrangeas. I'm going to turn it. So I don't know if you can see it on the video, Victoria. Can you see it in that? It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to take, can you see it? I'm going to take some pictures on a lighter backdrop so that you can kind of see how that cassia, but it's really just kind of a feathery, very soft filler flower, and it kind of just fills in all of the little empty spaces. So I don't know if you can kind of see, but I was so excited when I put the cassia in. I was like, oh, Callie, this is beautiful. Callie and I have been back there making all these arrangements. Callie has been prepping the buckets with the number that I needed, and I've been putting them together, and it's just been a teamwork. And Victoria's been putting together the stands. It's been a day.
Miss Ann Dininger says it's beautiful, just beautiful.
Thank you, Miss Ann. Thank you.
Miss Betty Black McGregor says, did the customer pick out all the flowers?
The customer picked out the colors, and we worked on a budget to figure out exactly what all we wanted and how many arrangements we needed. I'll be sure to take pictures of the smaller arrangements too. They're going to be, we haven't made them yet, but they're going to be beautiful. And so she sent me a picture of what she had in mind, and then we agreed on a budget. And then we went about ordering the flowers. And you know, I've told you before, flowers are not as easy as they used to be to come by. And so we really had to work with our growers and figure out exactly what would be available. But I'm very pleased with the outcome. They're certainly not exactly the flowers that were in the pictures, but I had discussed that with the customer, with the client previously, to explain to her that we were likely not going to be able to get all of those flowers, and she was completely okay. She gave me freedom to make it pink. And so that's exactly what we did. We made it pink.
Miss Shivanya Krishna says it's a beautiful arrangement.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And Miss Paula Sanders Harrell asks, what is the event?
I'm not exactly sure. It's out at Mississippi State. And so it's just an event at the Mill. We have a conference center out at Mississippi State, and it's an event at the Mill.
Miss Tony Logston says it's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so that's my arrangement. So it's got flowers, pink, pink, pink flowers all the way around. And so I am actually going to put it on this stand for you so you can see kind of what it's going to look like when it gets on the tables. And when I get it out there, I will try to take some pictures for you so you can see what it looks like in the conference center on their tablecloths, because I think it'll be beautiful. So here's the gold stand. And we've got, like I said, we have 27 of these. So there's the gold stand. And these bowls are just going to sit right down into those stands. And so you see how I've got a little empty space there. So once I get them lifted up, I'm going to come back with just a little bit of foliage. And I am going to make sure, because this is the part that people are going to see, so you want to make sure that it's pretty, because I certainly don't want them to see the bottom side of an arrangement, right? We want it to be pretty all the way around. So I'm going to turn it so you can kind of see You can see how I filled in those spaces. So when you get it lifted up, you can always see your little flaws. All right, guys, there we go. There is our arrangement for today. Thank you all so very much for being here this afternoon. If you liked our videos, please sprinkle them and give us a thumbs up, and I will be sure when we deliver this on Saturday. We've got actually 2 times that we have to deliver these. We're going to deliver Saturday and Sunday. So what we're going to do with these is, after they're arranged, we're putting them in that cooler. We are going to put them in the cooler, make sure they stay healthy. We're going to water them and make sure they're pretty. If there are any blooms that go down, we'll pull those right out. We'll replace them. But we will have these all, well, some of them delivered on Saturday and the rest on Sunday. So guys, thank you so much for watching. You'll see us all real soon.